Hi everyone, welcome to your very third Perl lecture, and this lecture is going to be more theoretical and not so much things that you can, not so much aspects of the Perl language that you can use right away. So let's say I have these three boxes that represent blocks of code. And so let's say some variables are associated with this block, some variables are associated with this block, some variables are associated with this block. But then you can also define variables that are outside of any of these blocks. But the thing is, the variables that are outside of these three blocks, right, they can be used within any of the blocks that you see. So these can go in here, or here, or here. In essence, these variables out here, they have a very different scope than the variables that are associated with some particular block of code, right? So the variables that what computer scientists call globally scoped are global variables. So let me write that down. Global variables. Variables that are globally scoped. Variables are globally scoped. Okay, so let me erase this now. Well, these variables, right? They're specified within their particular blocks, and their scope is, in essence, restricted, right? They don't have the global nature. Only these variables can only be used from when they're defined in this block to the very end of the block, right? And these are called local or lexical variables. Variables scoped, whose scope is restricted within some particular block. So let me go up here. Variables whose scope is restricted to their particular blocks. Blocks, okay? So let me get rid of all this. So now let's say, well, we talked about how you can store values in a variable. The thing is that variables themselves have to be stored somewhere, right? And well, in Perl, where variables are stored is known as a namespace. Okay, so let me write this down. Okay, namespaces. Where variables are stored. Yeah. So now, just like we learned about two types of variables, right? Global and lexical or local variables. We have two different types of namespaces, right? We have what is known as a symbol tables and lexical scopes. Okay. Symbol tables, lexical scopes. So now, with these namespaces, right? With symbol tables, you can guess what they're associated with, right? They're where global variables are essentially stored, and lexical scopes are pretty much where local or lexical variables are stored, associated with this arrow right here is going to mean associate. Sorry, I was blocking your way. This arrow right here is going to be associated with. Okay, so global variable, global var, lexical var. Okay. It's past 7 minutes, so I'll stop.